So I read ACOTAR, A Court of Thorn and Roses, and this is what I think. Now this is absolutely a girlfriend-inspired or girlfriend-sponsored book review. This is her book, not mine. These are all her little marks and her pretty little bookmark here. But anyway, what I think is it's honestly a good book. However, I don't really think that it's a great book. I don't think it's one of the best. I think it's just a good book. That's all I really have to say about it. I don't really understand the particular chokehold that it seems to have on the book community. I had to get my sip of coffee in before I continue to talk. I do happen to be quite a very big caffeine guy. I'm trying to lean off the energy drinks, so we're back to coffee. But anyway, in this book, the first half, I was incredibly bored. My girlfriend can attest that she had to wake me up several times because I was falling asleep while reading this. However, the second half of the book, I could not put it down. I read about the last 150 to 200 pages on a train, and I finished it in the train ride. I couldn't put it down the entire time. I was so good. I have seen online, and my girlfriend has told me that the series doesn't really get good until the second book, and not much really happens until about more than halfway through the book. And I really don't think that if the book doesn't get good until the second book, I don't really think it's a great book. It's probably just a good book or an okay book. I don't really think that's an excuse for the first one. I do understand that the first half is a lot about the world building and this and that, but I just didn't really do it for me, especially because Farah, I think that's how you pronounce it, is taken by Tamlin. And she's distraught and everything, and then about 100 pages in, or 100 pages after that, probably not even, she's in love with the guy. And personally for me, I'm just not really about the instantaneous love kind of thing. But overall, I mean, like I said, it's a good book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. I didn't give it a 5 because I never really became invested in the book. There wasn't really anything about it that had me kind of immersed in it until maybe the last 100 pages of the book, which I don't think is a good thing. That doesn't change the fact that it's still, like I said, is a good book. It's just not a great one. This book does receive a lot of hate, and I don't really understand the hate, but I also don't really understand the, infatuation with it. I'm definitely going to keep reading the series, not because my girlfriend is making me, but because I actually want to. So we'll see if I can become more invested in that regard. I definitely will say I absolutely love the ending. The challenges and the trial, I'll try to leave out spoilers or anything, but there's challenges and trials at the end that Farah has to go through, and I found them to be so entertaining. Like I mentioned, I could not put the book down. I like how there were a lot of things that went on in the first half of the book that connected to the later half, and then that there were actions by Rysand, who at first I did not like at all, but I actually think he might be my favorite character now. He was very mysterious for me at the end of the book, and he's, in my opinion, what made the ending so interesting, to be honest, because it was just kind of you kind of expected trial, but what you didn't expect was how he was intervening and what his motives were and how they were to affect the outcome of those trials and challenges. But I definitely will say that the boring part of the book is absolutely worth the ending of it. I do think that the book starts off probably in the wrong place. It definitely takes too long to get where it is. So I think it could definitely be shortened, or there just could be some other things going on. But the instantaneous love thing and all of that just really didn't do it for me. But it is a good book. At the end of the day, if your girlfriend or your wife or your fiance wants you to read it, it's honestly not that bad. At the end of the day, it's just another thing to talk about with your significant other, and I think that makes it all the more reason in the world you should want to read it. It's pretty much why I read it, and I definitely don't regret it. It's good. But definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know that if you made your boyfriend read it and what he thought, or if your girlfriend made you read it and what you thought. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I have one more sip of coffee before I go. It's a Christmas mug. So I don't know if you can really see, but there's a snowflake inside in the middle. It's a lot of popular mugs right now have that. I'm a big mug guy, so. But anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions and leave any comments that you have. Thank you.